Journeying inland from the Mediterranean waters of Palermo and Cefalù, the landscape transforms mesmerizingly. Salty sea breezes yield to earthy scents of farmland, where citrus ripens and ancient olive groves thrive. These verdant orchards, draped over undulating hills, signal the entry into Sicily's heart. Past Castel Buono, history resonates in ancient stones and labyrinthine streets. This town, nestled in the lush Madani Mountains, grew around its 14th-century castle. The castle, once Castello del Buon Aire, Castle of Good Air, blends Arab Norman and Swabian architectural styles. Founded by the Ventimiglia family, it still stands sentinel, with the resplendent Cappella Palatina safeguarding St. Anne's skull. Southward the terrain shifts to rolling hills of vineyards. The air now balmy, wafts from the coast. Here in the Val di Mazzara, an ancient land with deep roots, the Basilica Cattedrale merges Romanesque, Greek and Baroque styles. Phoenicians, Greeks, and Romans cultivated these lands, a legacy visible in the orderly Marsala grapevines. As we traverse the undulating terrain, the landscape reveals clues to its ancestry. Fertile soils that have been prized since antiquity unfurl. It was here that Phoenician settlers first unlocked the valley's bounty, cultivating grapevines that continue to yield their succulent fruit. Greeks and Romans alike carried on the legacy of viticulture. Season after season, the vines sinking deep roots into the land. Rows of grape-laden vines, remnants of ancient traditions, now grace the countryside in disciplined formations. Beyond the vineyards, crumbling watchtowers and fieldstone farmhouses provide glimpses into generations past, worn by time yet still standing. Despite the rise and fall of empires, the heartbeat of the valley prevails unchanged. Its cycles of sowing, reaping, and harvest endure. In these sun-warmed fields you can feel antiquity underfoot, where mythic cultures left their imprint in the soil. The soul of Sicily reveals itself here, where eras overlap in vine and ruin. Even the volatile giant, Mount Etna, fuels the valley's richness, its fiery eruptions blessing the land with fertile ash as in ruin. This valley remembers. The Val di Mazzara, cradled by the warm Mediterranean sun and nourished by the fertile Sicilian soil, has long played a pivotal role in the cultural and economic tapestry of Sicily. That legacy lives on today. Vineyards fill the landscape, heavy with grapes that will become the fortified nectar. Though empires have risen and fallen, the valley's connection to viticulture endures. Beyond the vineyards, waves of golden grain ripple across the valley floor as far as the eye can see. Wheat has long blanketed these plains, etched into Sicily's very identity. In Greek mythology, Demeter was revered as the goddess of agriculture and the harvest. She played a pivotal role in the cycle of life and death, symbolizing the earth's fertility and the changing seasons. According to myth, the blanketed wheat was Demeter's gift to the people, the sustenance that allowed great civilizations to flourish. As Sicily's wheat production reached its peak, Rome took notice and seized its abundant granaries. This led to an intensification of wheat cultivation, dramatically altering the landscape with little care for sustainability, just as they had done by cutting down Sicily's trees to build Roman boats. In Alia's fields, generations have cultivated the diverse Sicilian wheats that adapt to this dry climate. The rich amber grains are central to the area's cuisine and economy. Among the heritage varieties, dark Tamilia, grown since Greek times, yields a flavorful flour. It's an ancient Sicilian durum wheat, dark and robust, cherished for its drought resistance. It's this prized grain that gives life to the famous black bread of Castelvetrano, a culinary treasure of Sicily. while the soft white Majorca thrives in arid soils. Then there's Rossello, a weed of remarkable height and a reddish hue. The bounty of Alia's enduring wheat fields has nourished its people for millennia, through cycles of sowing and reaping, unchanged since antiquity. Their undulating waves embody the spirit of Sicily itself, proud, resilient, and deeply rooted in this fertile land. In this picturesque setting lies Alia, a town where history transcends time, its story interwoven with the very fabric of Sicily. Founded in 1623 from a feudal estate, Alia's roots delve deep into antiquity, reshaped over centuries by diverse cultures. Its mosaic weaves together Greek, Roman, Byzantine, Arab, and Norman influences, each leaving an indelible mark on its character. Beneath Alia's cobblestone streets, local myths whisper of hidden catacombs, a labyrinthine world promising revelations to those who dare to uncover them. Yet, some mysteries are perhaps best left untouched. While Alia's essence whispers resilience, continuity, and rebirth. Just beyond Alia, the Grotte della Gerfa, mysterious chambers carved into sandstone cliffs, present an enigma as old as time. These sprawling chambers and passages, steeped in history, defy time and comprehension. Scholars, armed with hypotheses but lacking definitive evidence, continue to ponder their origins. Were they creations of the ancient Pelasgians, an Neolithic settlement akin to Mycenaean sepulchral chambers, or perhaps part of a grand temple architecture dedicated to Aphrodite? Within this rich historical backdrop, Angelo's story begins. Born and raised in Alia, his life is deeply intertwined with the town's rhythms and mysteries. Angelo's home, an unassuming yet charming stone structure, stands amidst winding alleys, all under the watchful presence of the venerable Mother Church, the Chiesa Madre, perched on the highest peak of Alia. This imposing edifice, a sentinel of history and tradition, casts its gaze over every corner of the town, its towering form a constant reminder of the community's spiritual heart and enduring heritage. Its sturdy wooden shutters, glassless windows, and walls adorned with faded blooms speak of a bygone era, echoing the town's enduring spirit. Within its weathered walls, ornate frescoes and Latin inscriptions speak to its role as the central church of the town. For countless generations, sacraments like baptisms, weddings, and funerals that defined the rhythms of life in Alia were performed at the Mother Church's altar. Our protagonist Angelo himself passed through its towering wooden doors as an infant to be baptized, as his parents had before him, and as their parents before them. 6 of Angelo's 8 great-grandparents were known to be born in Alia, their family trees intertwined with the town's history. Thus, the Chiesa Madre is not merely a building of stone and art. It is a repository of memories and a symbol of continuity for Angelo's family. Through its doors have passed generations, each leaving behind a part of their story, intertwining their legacy with the very soul of Alia. So Angelo followed a legacy spanning centuries when he entered the ancient church, the latest baby in an unbroken chain to be christened at the ornate marble font, guarded by saints with candle-lit gazes. Angelo's family found solace, guidance, and a sense of belonging. It was here that they celebrated life's milestones. When the day comes for him to wed, as it did for generations before, Angelo shall return to this sacred place that has shepherded his family through life's journey across the ages. The Mother Church is woven into the very fabric of Alia itself, its sacraments the thread connecting the past, present, and future for Angelo, and all the sons and daughters of this eternal town. Angelo's life within these walls unfolds with the simplicity and richness of traditional Sicilian life. The home, built by his ancestors, has stood the test of time, its scarred oaken door bearing witness to generations of joy and sorrow. Here, in this humble abode, the essence of Alia is palpable, the aroma of freshly baked bread, the distant sea's salty tang, and the harmonious blend of children's laughter with the wisdom of elders. Angelo, now new to manhood, finds himself at a crossroads, reflecting the town's own journey through history. His personal struggles and aspirations mirror those of Alia itself, a town grappling with the challenges of modernity while cherishing its rich heritage. As Angelo navigates his path, he embodies the resilience and spirit of his hometown. So, as we approach Angelo's modest yet significant house in historic Alia, there is a sense of anticipation in the air. The very walls seem to whisper of their role in the unfolding saga. Through this portal, we embark on a journey into the past, experiencing the vibrant mosaic of Sicilian life, and bearing witness to humanity in all its complexity. In this house, where Angelo's story intertwines with Alia's, a powerful saga waits to be told. Our voyage into the heart of Angelo, and the heart of Sicily herself, is about to begin. Thank you so much for listening to this family tree saga. We know your time is precious. Look for more at familytreesagas.com.